Hi, I want to discuss briefly the assignment, one of the assignments in the Windows Web Office and Email Part 2 module. Now remember, in your text you have a Part 1 and a Part 2, and they both start at page 1 and work up. So just be aware of that. This is in Part 2. Now with that said, there is one assignment in this particular module that goes back to Part 1, Chapter 4, and it's a discussion. Be aware of that. Now, what we're talking about right now is the using Windows 8 and managing files. Okay, that's Chapter 1, talks about understanding what Windows 8 is and how to manage files. Because I couldn't find any assignment project that really worked well in the book for this, I wanted to go ahead and create one. What we're going to do is I want you to review the steps in Part 2, Chapter 1, and pages 3 through 37, sorry. But then I want you to go out to this site, gcllearnfree.org, Windows 8, and I want you to go ahead and do Part A and Part B. Okay, now, with this, we'll go to that site using Windows 8. I want you to click on Getting Started with Windows 8 Tutorial, and then go through that tutorial, but I want you to take a snippet of that last screen and go ahead and, just using the snipping tool, just scratch your name on the picture. Okay, now, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go out here. That should take us to this site, gcllearnfree.org, and then we have Windows 8. So what I want you to do initially is go to Getting Started with Windows 8. So click on that option. Now when you go through this, you'll see you have this particular tutorial, how to sign in, your username, and so on. There are quite a few sections here. Go to Navigating, using hot corners, and so on. Now let me go ahead and skip to, I think, 7. Let me go ahead and skip to 8. But I do want you to go ahead and through each one of these steps. I'm just jumping here for time. So as the instructions say, Getting Started with Windows 8 Tutorial, the Start Screen Options. So we want to go to the Start Screen Options. I want you to go ahead and grab a small snippet of this particular screen. How to do that with Windows 8, if you have Windows 7, search for the snipping tool, SNIPPING, and it's just a screen capture program, or use any screen capture program that you want. In Windows 8, we can go back to the regular Windows 8 tile desktop, go to snipping tool. I'll just select New. I'm just going to select this area so I can see everything that we have. I'm going to select the pen, doesn't matter which color, and then I'm just going to put, and it's really, obviously it's hard to do this with the mouse, and then what's today's date? Today it's August 11. That's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and then it's going to be a PNG. I'd like to have you change it to a JPEG. That's just a little bit easier and quicker for me to open up. A PNG opens up with Fireworks. And then let's go to my course area for New Mexico State Alamogordo into this example. And I'm going to call this, let's see, Part 1, Chapter 1, Part A. Don't be confused by the parts. Part 1, I'm sorry, it's Part 2, isn't it? This comes from Part 2. Chapter 1 and Part 2, and the subsection of it is Part A. And we'll go ahead and save that, and you'll just go ahead and submit that to me, submit both of them to me through the assignment module. Okay, and that should help explain that.